As ironic as it may seem, my name is Muhammad Ali. Mind the pun, I always say it's a little bit of an uppercut to break the ice. Be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, I am the founder of Worldwide Industrial and Systems Engineers, which has been in business for the last 13 years. If you're not too sure who Wwise is, we are an organization that assists organizations in implementing different ISO standards. We are more of implementers than consultants, as traditional consultants will tell you what to do and then you have to go do it. Implementers are more hands-on and they work with you, and we generally take the administrative burden off your shoulders. And we prepare you for either your Auditor General audit or any ISO audit or governance, risk and compliance framework to be able to ensure that your house in your organization is in order when it comes to risk, compliance and standards. ISO is the International Organization for Standardizations. What ISO does, it allows companies and countries to benchmark themselves to international standards. Standards are important to be able to justify a level of consistency. To be a member of ISO, you have to own the national standards in your country, and there's a technical committee that develops the standards in your country. There's an individual selected to represent that country and that standard, and then we all sit around the table in ISO, 165 plus member countries, and we debate our standards. When 70% of the countries come to an agreement on each and every clause of the standard, it then gets adopted as an international standard. The reason why we have that, because that facilitates trade. If you're not conforming to these standards, ladies and gentlemen, you will get non-conformances. If you do the right corrective action, you'll receive a certificate. That is the certificate of assurance. That gives companies the assurance that you are fulfilling best practice standards, you are independently being audited by a third party, and you're talking the same language. Standards are exactly what companies need to build a level of credibility and structure within their organization.
Wwise has assisted various industries such as telecommunications, manufacturing, nuclear plants, mining operations, construction, even to making clothing. So we have assisted various industries by getting ISO certified.
Wwise is an accredited service provider. We provide training on ISO standards, and we also provide CETA accredited programs.
There's 4 different methods of training. First is face-to-face training, where you come in-house into one of our offices and attend a course, what they call a public course. The second mode of training you can do is virtual training, which is through a medium such as Microsoft Teams, such as Zoom or Cisco WebEx, where you are basically conducting training through a virtual platform. The third mode of training is what we call e-learning. What we've done here, ladies and gentlemen, is taken the contents and developed that into animation with practical examples, where you can go online and do the course at your own leisure through the palm of your hands, just by accessing this e-learning course and then being able to, at your own time, have a valid license for 1 year and complete a course. Note, ladies and gentlemen, that these courses are also accredited and you can do them at your own time. It's the modern day and era when it comes to training. And the last training, ladies and gentlemen, is where organizations want us to come to them. So they require a facilitator to go to their premises and train maybe 15 to 30 delegates on any respective course, whether it's an ISO course at different levels from awareness to implementation, internal auditing and lead auditing, or even a customized course that they would like for them to get some sort of value to be able to assist the organization in improving and justifying continual improvement. We have an office based in Centurion, about 600 meters away from the Gau train station. We have an office in Cape Town in Century City. We have an office in Perth, Australia. We have an office in Gaborone, Botswana, and we have an office in Accra, Ghana.